Our Kwaba SI Ediban News News, always the best news in town. In same Brunana say Koso Ebio Ewogana Amai Muhammad Catcher say for politics and governance there. Odin News are now there. Asem. We bring you all news and Ebio Sono Yedi AC. Amai want also in Ansho Brown and Musa to Miakabi. Yentian Simbia AC ni Humbabi Susua at the bottom and so Ebefa. Ghana had politics is about NPP, NDC, and all other political parties are a treasure. And now what in some say, what now what in some say, now in some be essay. Me pese yebetie anan panefo seka kuma yene kwaku anum yebetie insem no aba yebia na ye de adwenkyere enso so aba pese wo de comment ebeba se de be betumi hunu ya kinkan enso de ama before that no so no subscribe to your channel no nimde news na wonsa beka all other relevant news for politics so awa Ghana ha yentie nsimi emrasisi a na pese wo de adwenkyere enso ebetudwa yentie mra yeba de obia na ye no asaka
Anosaye Owura Dennis Miracle Abwaje aid ma former Vice President Dr Bawumia Anosaye flag bearer ede ema osunguko amanyuku MPP 2024 yene no entwetwe enkomo Uncle Dennis me watching
Welcome me do boss na ye
boko na also
I don't know the so
I see me to nka na ache na da utu kwan na
what town they just all when chia they are buying in go for you on for 1,000 help for you answer so ninti we shall calculate answer with you
san we pip they okoye no
okoye won say we am run to 7 ya don't so let you with your for on so no so we and the create tomato for on so na
I might estimate to see as if there will be upward adjustment on the first.
I say them so I have been me boso mi so as I just say what for 190 be sure baby am so 190 be sure
na pai
but they kika kona there
na yewura Dr Bawumia ye bie nkrata mu se obi a wo pepa se obedi party nanim na wako e de agi to me 2028 elections no wo mefa forms na yewura Bawumia ne hihye te sen
oh but me I think say ade ba ko na ye certain they say Dr Bawumia and the next few days no obey announce it the way to contest the elections and they are very certain but say nomination process na e kwa wumpa kama you know before our session on to turn them NTB and obey announcement na for the name session so
eti pajo obefa forms nda bay
meant to me more the exact way. Nobody goes so to send me say, oh, you'll be the first few people on the answer. And then also, but I'm real, you know, by the time kaka.
I see. Now, Mammy Musadiwi, but once other candidates be a you mutinum near the idea, but the M one say 2024. And now candidates no rally behind Dr. Excellency Dr. Bawumia. So bet me agi to me. Afa ko wie ya sa ni pa ya no rally behind him no asa atwa se e be contest bi. Does it mean say no munyi ni na mum they were whipped say mun ko dina chikeka na say wo ma hunu bibi susufo.
So the so in politics there is all about ambitions. Politicians to dona quite to say police ejuma. Police ni be area police un corporate kra. The dice on it will be IGP mewa enti obi wo ho ene wo ko contest so wo contest no so to we dey carry reading jo also be do echi on already so contest no we win enti so ntimi ko campaign ma NDC candidate ntimi ko campaign ma CPP candidate and I want to nka say obekọ independent enti obviously ye nyina ye be support nipa na party no apa no but I don't say I'm refu for ba na say the say akopa flag barrier bi mu nipa nin to me nka say ono an kasa so be ko bi it doesn't necessarily there's no direct connection between that and whether owojidi o nipa ni mu ana so ni didi obi o ha na dwum nyina na say politics yi baby amaya ba bedri em say me so me fe no kwa na ekono generation no eno ani nti say sambre man fa me ho ankwan kodum na etebo wan ha na by the time Dr. Bawumia be wiye ne de na me so me time atwom. Nti me so me ko try my luck. Nti try your luck there say nti. I think that's basically what is happening. But there's no direct relationship between say Obi supporter in the previous elections. No contesting TBA or no wasam. I know there's no direct way with that. There.
Nane, Dr. Bawumia. Se BM yenim se nkopim January na manfo asi adwene obi a wotie okay from there unu se ha de moadawromanti egofo tie edien na yenhwa nimu emfamfi wo. Who is the new Bawumia?
For 2 levels.
Okay.
For the people of this country and the new patriotic party are almost Edi Kanya Power Frank Atun. Yanka MPP Frank Atun Sam home as a mechanic. For MPP nia OTA our name, kase yaba oppositioner. The guy is sworn in and that's when I say Yoko no ebaba power back no. They are here any MPP ni bia oti will be able to say they here no and say party no ever since to me in the 2028 elections. And then the most important thing that MPP ni be so. Dr. Bawumia any nipa and I can't see a woman any Yoko na a woman no. But no say the biggest opportunity and I said the biggest chance to victory in 2028. Nema miensa na ejina so. Ono no ye the most prepared candidates amongst the thousands of possible candidates away a party. Dr. Bawumia is the most prepared candidate to be ready for a contest in the next 1,200 or so days against the National Democratic Congress.
I'm very happy. I'm going to interview a legend, the strongman, Zuzu Azumanese, right here in my house. Hey.
Look up there. Why are you using inferior pen?
It was a mistake. I no check.
Akrobetu, I'm going to knock you out.
I know, sir.
You deserve quality.
Don't make mistake. Stop.
You did the right thing. Don't use inferior pen. Use the Lozi acrylic paint.
The Lozi paint, MUP.
I said it 10 years ago, and I'm saying it again. Whether rain or shine, the Lozi acrylic paint looks new.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the Lozi acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The Lozi acrylic paint.
Paint mu champion.
Yenti ameka sana se ne wuni obi kwa kensie na mo kwa pre bibia o hwe ni pana na ho den ene ne sinto na wo so dia hyew. Dr. Bawumia in our party today, without doubt, is the most experienced politician, without doubt. And the experience, it comes in different several variables. Longevity, I'm not saying, if you do a can, but the account plans were a Casimo pan leveler and pempens were ye politics a Jumano, our party, no mining for. Until the indicators in Abumwa, it makes him the most experienced. You knew be aware of frontline politics, and now we are Mampini John Dramani Muhammad Shinchen Kwa my way more. Or you're actively involved in politics today. A craft experience now, Dr. Bawumia Thousands. While you're running mate for 2008 elections, 2012 elections, 2016 elections, 2020 elections, or running national level elections at the presidential level for 4 elections. There is no doubt in this country, a lot of people will tell you, the MPP successes in 2016 and 2020, Dr. Bawumia played a very integral role in that. Since why a vice president for 2017 to 2020, I say a vice president from 2021 to 2024. At the highest level of this country's politics and governance, and the active players involved are Dr. Bawumia and John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. And they say John Dramani Mahama, it means that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia remains the most experienced in our body politics today at that highest level. At that highest level. The thing I keep saying at that highest level, and I say, Obi-Wan with deep police station executive and as a constituency executive from 1992. So,
yeah.
Why from 1992, we're deep police station chairman, with the electoral area, with the constituency, not some position, and a secretary, and a treasurer, and a chairman. That person has a lot of years of experience. Yes. But now the level of politics in the country, it puts Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ahead. Because for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, 16 years out of the 34 years of a Fourth Republic democracy, he has been playing the politics at the fore of the Ghanaian politics. Now, say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the face of vice president my way. To the extent say as we speak, and it is even becoming challenging and difficult for the current vice president to even gain as much prominence as Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia brought a lot of relevance to the office of the vice president. As we speak, say a party no, say a kasa ye pobia why ye ready. Say obetumi are running national campaign at the presidential level. On here mbrebia no they are ready. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. O mine kasa so e kasa ye pe mampenia ye fit 2028 to 2032. Why ye ready? On here and say bia answer. What prepare no that one bibia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Don't forget and so say we as a political party, we want a winnable candidate. Candidate obetumi yinibia obetumi agitumi aiden amai Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. On my way say you better politics and elections, not any emotions, any assumptions, not any data, any historical facts in the back. Say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia amongst all the people who are running and the man the better chance. Obi wako elections. The first attempt at elections in this country was a friend saying as a candidate in this country was in 2024 elections. When you have 41.7 votes. 41.7% of the votes. His first attempt. Others had done it before. They got 39%, 34%. He got 41.7%. Others have done it for the first time and gotten less.
But Obi say, our Baimu was then vice president. Now, utminya sa minimal votes na it cause to worry. And now, untis asem we bisu da.
O mampeni John Dramani Mahama no ye mampeni. So no one kasa your mampeni in 2016 into so lose elections. One say kwamba and we with over 1.7 million votes. That is why I'm saying say you find assumptions in Kasabium. It was all the okay come up, but the assumption
Hi guys, you already know it's your boy D.
Which is there for us because when the facts are there, you don't rely on assumptions. So your assumption is right. It could be a possibility. However, there are facts. And so when the facts are available, it negates the assumption. You no longer work with the assumptions. The fact of the matter is that say an issue of say obi your mampenia be the donya set coalition we near it may a problem. False because there is evidence say o mampeni nan kasa kra kwa bato mani dusiye but o sanso san ko bae e be di o mampeni. Why do you think that the NDC in their wisdom refused to change a president that was a seated president, that had been an acting president, had been a vice president, and lost elections by, at the time, unprecedented 1 million votes, and yet they decided to say they began to. It was because the NDC were clear in their mind, say Obiko Abatwo, not say, Unya 41.7% of the voter. It means that over 41.7% of the voters in the country who have confidence in him. Nejuma Aka say Oba convince an additional 9%. No we didn't. And see, if you are such a winnable person in Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, all we need is to convince an additional 9% of the country's votes to vote for him. You don't throw him away and assume, say, Yankofa Kwame Nkrumah tikesi mbra number start. No, you need so ko benya 20% to, so benya 30% to, so benya 50% to, so benya 60% to. Again, the facts of the matter and the historical trends in Ghana, me say, apart from Omampeni John Dramani Mahama, now Oye acting president in 2012 Oko election for the first time of winning. We've not ever had a candidate run an election for the first time in this country and won. And see, I don't know be take it a risk, I don't know be take it a use assumption, when the present facts and data and historical way nature trend in nature say, Nipana wako be pen. Although me say me my airline na makoto Obama, Kwame Nkrumah tikesi pen. That's a Kwame Nkrumah tikesi e elections. The likelihood say metumi asen ato ama no higher than say obi foforo kra na eba. Enti as a party yenimre to be able to risk and use assumptions when we have the facts facing us. Say all we need in Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is 9% of the votes of this country and he will be president. Then we quickly run and go and look at the trend. Now over the period, on my way, your vote pattern, how is it like? Then you realize that, almost all the presidents are Yenya, almost all the presidents are Yenya. They built on their past elections to get to the presidency. Omampeni Kufuor, Oko 98, 96, Wenya. And about 2000 Obenya, 2000 Obama, former president Rollins are not yet incumbent president Okoye. And that was Omampeni Kufuor first time. And as a first time, he lost. Rollins winning here. And then Omampeni Kufuor came into the 2000 elections as a second time candidate. This time, Obatia, first time candidate, Professor Tamils. Professor Tamils, as a result of being a first time candidate, lost. Omampeni Kufuor won the 2000 elections. Then Omampeni Kufuor won 2004 again. In 2008 elections, Omampeni Kufuor mbre aso. Just as Omampeni John Dramani Mahama mbre aso this elections, friend is saying after this elections, And now MPP who being a CAB candidate for NDC for realized that Omampeni Professor Mills and he told that then any BA anymore, baby ABCBA or tone elections are about visibility, about image identification, about name identification. And see, almost saying repeat Professor Mills in the 2008 elections. And guess what? Because Professor Mills at that time was running for the third time against and another Danko Ekufuor candidate who is coming for the first time. Again, the electoral trends and the political science was at play. It's in another Danko Ekufuor being a first timer, lost the 2008 elections. Professor Mills won the 2008 elections. Then Nana Danko Ekufuor now counts back into the elections. How many times? 2012, 2008 he lost, 2012 he lost, then 2016 on the third attempt he won the elections. Why did the MPP repeat on Ekufuor? Because the MPP was very clear in their minds all that period. Say, see, I can say yes, son another Danko Ekufuor. They say, yeah, 3 years because at any point in time, the candidate for Bebano now or Costa free zero. Until we need to get the consistency in our candidates to ensure, say, we are building on what he has done to win election. By the time we got to 2016, everybody in this country, just as it happened for Tamils in 2008, everybody in this country was ready for another Dankwa Ekufuor presidency because they have heard his message, they know him, they've seen him, we have a similar scenario as a new patriotic party in the 2028 elections. Now, the idea say, unlike in the past, Omampeni was no ever 2 terms in Tinka. After the first attempt by Bawumia, he will be going against an incumbent president. We have a president who will be exiting after the 2008 elections. It is a NDC for Pew. Omu here first timer. No, I'll be running 2028 elections. That is where the MPP's advantage is. An NDC first timer versus a Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia who is a well-established politician, well-known. Every Ghanaian in everywhere in this country knows his name, knows his face, knows his message, his vision, what he represents. That is the winnable candidate in Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Then the third point, which is the third leg, the formidability of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. As a party, you hear Kendinia or the temperament, ne vision, the temperament, the character, ne suni ne bino, dia Ghana for Bejina Wawa too. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia in this country be him say, ope on my way more politician or yet precise in terms of ultimately asserting when the beliefs in Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. And that is why, as a vice president, you didn't come on sometimes say as a not on an area of It is because